Hi, it's Mark here. Hi there. Welcome to this video tutorial for rounding off numbers. Let's have a wee look. So there's a general rule for when you're rounding off. 5 and above, up. Simple. Keep it simple. So if the previous number to where you want to round up to or round down or find which direction you're going to go, if it's 5 or above, then up you go. So rounding off is also known as rounding up. And the general rule is exactly what I said there. If the previous decimal place has a number above 5 or 5 itself, so it's 5 or above, round up. That goes without explanation, I think, here. If it's other than that, stays down. So let's have a wee look. Let's have a wee consideration of this. So just a wee reminder again, 5 and above, up. So here's a wee example of rounding off a whole number to 2 decimal places, all right, from 2 decimal places. So we've got a number here, 15.56, and we want to round it off to the nearest whole number without any decimal places. So 15.56. What you've got to think is that closer to 15 or 16? What would you say? Of course you're going to say it's closer to 16. 5 and above, up we go. A wee reminder. So the number 15.56 had 2 decimal places. We want to round it off to the nearest whole number, so there's no part thereof. There's no fractions or decimal. So it's closer to 16 than 15. We know that. I'm going to pose a wee question to you. If somebody said to you that a car was worth 15,000, and you see on the windscreen 15,999, and they say it's only 15,000. Would you think, oh yeah, I'll buy that because it's only 15,000. I've got £15,000 that have been earned or saved up or provided to me or given to me in some way, and I've got that 15,000. Wouldn't that be nice? I'm sure it would be nice. But if you did have the 15,000, you come along and somebody says, oh, the car's only 15,000. It's 15,999. I know what I'd be saying. That's not 15,000. I used to think on these prices in shops, they're all set there to fool you, because you see the 15, if it's 15,999. No, we're not fooled, are we? So we round off on a daily basis, so we do when we see these numbers. And I'd say the same as you. It's 16,000. Don't try and fool me. I know my numbers. That's what you say. I know my numbers. So rounding off to whole number, I want you to pause the video and work out your answers here. So rounding off to the next whole number, so 1.7. So the question you've got to ask is 1.7 closer to the whole number of 1 or 2? Pause this video and make a note of your answers. Hi. I'm glad. I hope you paused there. Keep my eye on you. Right, anyway, enough of this nonsense. Let's go back to numbers. As fun as well, though. Right, 1.7 is closer than 2. Closer to 2, we know that. So if you round that to the nearest whole number, if you get 1.7 or something that's closer to 2, we'll just round off and we'll say 2. Especially if you're earning money and your employer says to you, you've only earned $1.7 or pounds. Just round it off. Well, we should round that off to 2. 44.88 is closer to 45. 397.9, again the 0.9, 5 and above is 398, it's closer to 398. 967.3, you're right, 5 and above, otherwise 967. It's not 5 and above for the decimal point there. To get the nearest whole number up, it can only go down. So it's 967.3 to 967. So it doesn't go up to 968. The next one, the same again. It's closer to the number below, 5021. 5021 than 5022. It's closer to that. The next one, closer going up the way. That is closer to 145 than 144 to get us to the nearest whole number. Same with this one. This one goes down the way, so it's 2045. And the last one, if only we could afford that a car that much, 28,999.95, and they try to make you think that it's 28,000. We know that it's 29,000. Yeah, we know. Right, moving on. So let's have a wee look. Decimal places. Decimal places are the amount of decimal places after the decimal point. So you could be asked to round off to 1 decimal place, 2 decimal places, 3 decimal places. Well, that's the amount of numbers you would have after the decimal place after you have rounded off. So it's to a given decimal place. With currency, US dollars, pound sterling, US dollars we use cents, pound sterling we use pence, euros they use cents. So here we are, therefore £25.38 is commonly known as £25.38. We don't work with anything smaller, not nowadays. Yeah, I'm old enough to remember halfpennies. Oh my goodness, that's an old term, that one. We call them halfpennies. So we don't use them anymore. So we always have to round off if we have anything lower than that in any more decimal places. So for example, here if we have decimal places, so there's your tens. So that's 5.6, you've got your tens, then you get hundreds, thousands, and so on. So what we do is we round it up. So if this was calculating as the currency, which is 2 decimal places, then it's 5.64 because the number to round up from, so it's 2 decimal places. So where you get the 2 decimal places, the next number is a 5 or above goes up. Remember, everything else goes down. So it's 5.64. So in similar fashion, here we are. Again, a wee reminder again, 5 and above, up you go. Otherwise, down. So 15.568 is closer to 15.57 because of the 8. So there's another example there, especially when we're working to 2 decimal places. Now I want you to pause here and then we'll come back. So please pause and make a note of your answers. Welcome back. Okay, just quickly I'm going to run through them. You can pause again and have a wee read of this as well. If most of them right, thumbs up, well done. Right, here we go with the answers. 2 decimal places, again the 9, so it then goes to 45.79. So here's all your answers. You just check them off. Well done if you got them all right. Thanks for watching.